Hey VC, good morning. How's everyone doing today? So this is my entry into Hannah's 500 subs contest, the better known as the Omaha Introvert. So Hannah, congratulations, you're tearing up the VC. Every video I click on is an entry into this contest, so big congratulations to you. I think I just looked, I think you're almost at 600 subs, so way to go. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know Hannah, of course, but I've enjoyed watching her videos, and we seem to share some similarities in music. I know she's a big Who fan like I am, and she likes her power pop, which I do too. So yeah, I thought I'd jump into the video. So let's get this done. So yeah, I live on beautiful Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada, and let me see, I'm going by memory here. So what sounds great on my stereo? Well, I got a couple of things. This is Nina Simone's Pastel Blues. This has, I'm sure you all know the song Sinner Man. And, you know, Nina Simone singing with her piano playing, singing Sinner Man. Unfortunately, that's a repress. I'd love to get an original, but that sounds pretty amazing. I've also got two Blue Note Miles Davis albums, Volume 1 and 2. Volume 1 is Blue Note's US pressing original, one of my pride and joys. This sounds like Miles Davis is standing beside me blowing his trumpet. And this is Volume 2. This is a Japanese pressing, without the obi unfortunately, of Volume 2. These are absolutely fantastic. Of course, anything Blue Note sounds amazing, and those are my pride and joy. I would also say, if I can get it out, come on. I would also say the Beatles box set in mono just sounds fantastic, and if you don't have this, this is a must get. Okay, so those are a little variety of what I think sounds amazing. 5 Psych albums. So this one no one's talked about yet. This is Van Morrison's Astral Weeks. This was his most psychedelic sounding album, and this is a masterpiece. This is, you know, when he left the United Kingdom and headed to the US, and just an amazing album, and highly, highly recommended. Now, I know you're not a Pink Floyd fan, Hannah, but this is Relics, and I thought I'd show this as a little bit different. This was a sort of an album that was put out because the band was taking too long to record metal, and the record company didn't want you know, people to forget about Pink Floyd. And what's neat about this is it has some songs that were never on albums before, some singles, and also some B-sides. And the two that are really important for psychedelic rock is Arnold Lane and See Emily Play. Those were released as singles. Those came out before Piper at the Gates of Dawn, and those are Syd Barrett classics, and those are maybe considered the first two psychedelic British singles of all time. So Relics. And then we go into one of my favorite periods, which is sort of that swinging London 1967-68. And this is a repress, but the Yardbirds' Little Games. This was their first full album with Jimmy Page on lead guitar. This was when Jeff Beck became ill, and the band went from a 5-piece to a 4-piece. And this is where Page really took over, and of course the rest is history. The Led Zeppelin wasn't far behind this. But this is a fantastic album. One of my all-time favorites, and just sort of sums up British psych rock. And then we have two of my most prized possessions. This is an original Small Faces, Ogden's Nut Gone Flake. The Small Faces were a mod psych band, also out of the UK. This is their very famous album. I'm not going to open this, it's kind of delicate, but this was, the title track is unbelievable. Lazy Sunday, you know, also fantastic. The whole album's a gem, and for me this is one of my, as I said, one of my most prized possessions, and fantastic to have. And last but not least is also an original. This is something else by the Kinks. Just, you know, David Watts' Death of a Clown, Tin Soldier Man, Lazy Old Sun, Afternoon Tea, and the incredible Waterloo Sunset, just to name a few. Again, the whole album's fantastic. This is where Ray Davies and his brother Dave, the whole band, just totally shone. And I think your other question was, what decade of music do I not really like? And I guess I'm going to be in with the majority of the other videos I've watched, and I'd say from, I guess the decade would be 2001, 2010. Not really much in there. I mean, there was some good stuff. I mean, you know, there's Arcade Fire, there's, what else is in there? I guess some Coldplay, I guess some The Killers, I guess. You know, there is a few things, but certainly for the amount that other decades have given me, I guess I would go with that. So I guess that's my least favorite. And your bonus question, this is one I just came across by accident, and I don't think anyone else is showing this. This is Jane's Addiction. And on the back of the cover, there's a cat on black cat oil, which is on the bottle on the shelf. So yeah, there we go. There's my entry. Glad to be a part of it. Hannah, congratulations again. It looks like you're on a vacation, so enjoy. And till next time, BC, all the best.